Hey, what's going on, Inspirators? It's your boy Tony D from TonyDoyleInspires.com, back with another great video. Appreciate you guys popping in the Inspirate channel today, and we will not disappoint, I promise you. Today's video is going to be a really good one, and I think you're going to appreciate this. We are talking about this man right here, the man, the myth, and the legend, Mr. Edgar Cayce. Now, some of you guys may have heard of Edgar Cayce. He was a psychic, and he fell in some ill favor due to some of the things that he prophesied. But as you will see, he is foundational in kind of the core beliefs of the New Thought movement and the shifted spirituality that we ourselves are proponents of as well. And I think you will see that he is not the devil that you may have been led to believe. Here in the United States, he was kind of demonized a little bit, and definitely, like I said, fell out of favor. Although he was a very prolific writer and philosopher, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But we're going to present this in a way to where you can see how you resonate with it. So if you could just approach this with an open mind, we are going to present this as the newest installment of In Their Own Words. So literally, I'm going to give you a little bit of a biography, and then I am just going to hit you with a bunch of his quotes and let you see how you resonate with his philosophies. Okay? So, that being said, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. We keep getting new subscribers, and I appreciate that, but we want to grow even more. So, subscribe, hit the little bell symbol. That's the notification. It'll let you know every day when we upload new videos. And as you guys know, we are dedicated to uploading a video every single day, every day of the week for the entire year, to keep you inspired, motivated, high vibe, keep you informed, and like I said, just keep you to where you're able to do what you want to do in life at a high satisfaction level. Okay, and we've got tons of videos on tons of different topics. We like to approach it in a 4-pillar system. That is mindset, heart set, soul set, and health set. Okay, and this series in particular, In Their Own Words, is a series where we present foundational authors and philosophers to our way of thinking, maybe folks that you don't realize how big of an influence they may have had, so that you can go do your own research on them. All right. So as always, I let you know, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Works the algorithm on YouTube for this video to be shown as a suggested video. And as always, the best way to share it is to share it direct. Go ahead and email this out. Use your social media platforms and blast it all over your groups, pages. You have my permission. In fact, I would appreciate it greatly. All right, let's get into it. We are talking about this man, Mr. Edgar Cayce, born March 18th, 1877, and lived until January 3rd, 1945. He was a famed American medical clairvoyant, a psychic, a philosopher, a futurist, and a spiritualist who allegedly possessed the ability to use his gifts to answer questions on subjects as varied as healing and nature of the soul, purpose of life, those type of things. Think similar to Abraham before that time when it wasn't so accepted, right? He had visions and prophecies, and he had some of the world ending, which kind of got him in disfavor both with the Christian church and with a lot of the government officials of the time. So even though he was super prolific, he kind of fell out of favor and was demonized a bit. Now, Cayce founded a nonprofit organization called the Association for Research and Enlightenment. And although he wasn't himself necessarily a member of the New Age movement, because he actually, most of his work was practiced before the organization of the actual, the core of that. He is definitely considered one of the founders, the godfather, if you will, and influenced its teachers and teachings so much. And you're going to see here as we talk about in his own words. Also, as a side note, Edgar Cayce is considered the godfather of holistic medicine, which is another reason why he fits in so nicely with what we believe in the things that we purport with New Age spirituality as holistic living of all types is definitely in our wheelhouse, right? So, all right, that being said, we are going to present Edgar Cayce in his own words. So be prepared. We are just going to hit you with like 80 quotes and let you know how you resonate. As we're going through this, feel free to comment down below your favorite, if you have any others, or even if you have something that you've heard about Edgar Cayce that is kind of questionable, feel free to put that down below, or go to our Facebook page of the same name. It's actually a group, NSPR8, Inspirate, and that is a great place for us to talk about things like that, or any of the videos, actually. So go post it over there. All right, that being said, let's get into it. The first one I want to hit you with is this, and I'm going to go kind of rapid fire because, like I said, I have a lot of them, and I want you to just to get a feel for Edgar Cayce and the philosophies and the things he brought to the table before they were very popular, right? This is before Abraham. This is, Esther and Jerry Hicks, obviously were influenced in part by this. Jerry is known to have studied some of this work and came up with some of his questions for Abraham based on Edgar Cayce. So it's super interesting how things work and how the momentum of spirituality and the shift is working and going through. So let's go ahead and get into some Edgar Cayce right now. He said this: dreams are today's answers to tomorrow's questions. And I see great numbers of children who will be born understanding electronics and atomic power, as well as other forms of energy. They will grow into scientists and engineers of a new age, which has the power to destroy civilizations unless we learn to live by spiritual laws. True or not true? He also said this: if you learn music, you'll learn most all there is to know, as music is the pure demonstration of frequency and energy in harmonic resonance. And mind is indeed the builder. What is held in the act of mental vision becomes a reality in the material experience. We are gradually builder to that image created within our own mental being. Edgar Cayce. The spirit is life force. The mind is the builder. The physical reality is the manifested result. Edgar Cayce. He also said this: it's not all of life to live, nor yet all of death to die, for life and death are one, and only those who will consider the experience as one may come to understand or comprehend what peace indeed means. Edgar Cayce. He also said this, super interesting with today's science. Keep the pineal gland operating at capacity and you will never grow old and feeble. You will always be young and wise. Edgar Cayce. Know that all healing forces are within, not without. The application from without are merely to create within a coordinating mental and spiritual force. Edgar Cayce, the father of holistic medicine. All right, we have plenty more to go, and I'm going to go ahead and rapid fire these out. All of these are quotes from Edgar Cayce from his writings and his many talks. Like I said, he was popular for a long time, was published in many newspapers, did the talks set, was on radio for a time and such. So we're gonna knock out a few of these. He said this: anyone can find fault. It is the wise person who finds that which encourages another in the turmoils and strifes of the day. And a soulmate is an ongoing connection with another individual that the soul picks up again in various times and places over lifetimes. We are attracted to another person at a soul level, not because that person is our unique complement, but because by being with that individual, we are somehow provided with an impetus to become whole ourselves. Super interesting, right? We're talking about the turn of the century, 1900. He goes on. Live life so as to make the world a better place because you have lived in it. He also said, remember that all is one, and what you do to your neighbor, your friend, or your foe is a reflection of what you think of yourself. That man said that. Don't feel sorry for yourself if you have chosen the wrong road. Simply turn around. Man is no victim. Boom. You have inherited the most from your higher self, not from your family. The family is only a river through which soul flows. You always have the choice in that which you choose to drink. Edgar Cayce. Each soul is entering the material experience, and they do so for those purposes of advancement toward that awareness of being fully conscious of the oneness with the creative forces. Meditation. Meditate often. Separate yourself for a season from the cares of the world. Get close to nature and learn from the lowliest of that which manifests in nature in the earth. Learn from the birds, from the trees, from the grass, from the flowers, from the bees. Learn that the life of each is a manifesting. It is a song of glory and gratitude. Edgar Cayce. All that you may know of heaven or hell is written within your own self. Be a light unto others, for you will find they are, in fact, also you. Edgar Cayce. Are you guys getting the resonance of this? I'm telling you, like, when I started going through it, I could not believe. Like, at one point, I had 180 quotes, and I was like, I cannot share this many. I'm going to leave some for you guys to go and do, but let me hit you with some more of these profound truths that Edgar Cayce was giving us and really leading us to. Feeling super appreciative right now, by the way. Check out some of these others he has. It's thought and feeling which guides the universe, not deeds. Action is only profitable in its alignment with that of thought and feeling. Love that. Edgar Cayce. Individuals do not meet by chance. They are necessary in the experiences of others as co-creators and manifestations in the making. Does that sound familiar or what? I love this too. Super simple. Smile often, speak gently, be kind. How's that for philosophy? And then there's this. You may have heard this in one of his most famous quotes. This is the first lesson one should learn. There is so much good in the worst of us and so much bad in the best of us. It doesn't behoove any of us to speak evil of the rest of us. This is a universal law, and until one begins to make application of the same, one may not go very far in spiritual or soul development. Edgar Cayce. Yesterday is but a memory, tomorrow an uncharted course. So live today, so it will be a memory without remorse. Little poetry, Mr. Edgar Cayce. I see you. I like this too. Life, God, everything. In its essence, all is vibration. Edgar Cayce. Great stuff. Just a couple more, and then I'm going to leave you to check out your own. He also said this: sound will be the medicine of the future. There is no force in the universe more powerful than your own will. Your dominant intent cannot be overridden but by your own insecurities. Hold to the higher thought of eternity, for life is a continual experience, and earth simply a blip in eternity. And I like this one. Peace must begin within self before there can come action or self-application in a way to bring peace even in your own household, in your own vicinity, in your own state or nation, as within, so without. And he said this: happiness is your choice to make. How happy or how miserable do you want to be? It will be. Edgar Cayce. We have so many things in here. You may have heard this. Through prayer, we speak to God. In meditation, God speaks to us. You probably heard that. There's lots of folks who use that still yet today about the importance of meditation. What we think and what we eat combined together make what we are physically and mentally. It's a good one. Actually, that whole lecture is really good and talks about the ways we ingest things with our senses. Really good stuff. He also said this: actually, we have no problems. We have opportunities for which we should give thanks. An error we refuse to correct has many lives. It takes courage to face one's own shortcomings and wisdom to do something about them. Edgar Cayce. I have so many others here. Let me just pick a few good ones. He said the earth is only a single atom in the vast universe of worlds. He said healing of the physical without a change in the mental and spiritual aspects brings little real help to the individual in the end. How is this true, you ask? Because the mind and the body imprints and imitate each other. What we think, we become. Let your light shine in dark places so that you can see where to work on yourself. Tips for a long life. Keep sweet, keep friendly, keep loving. And if you would follow this counsel in whole, you would no doubt keep young. He that expects nothing shall not be disappointed. But he that expects much, if he lives and uses that expectation day by day, shall be full to running over in abundance. Law of expectation from Mr. Edgar Cayce, 1901. What? And now we're in 2020. Beautiful. Love it. I have pages and pages of these. I'm going to pick 3 more at random. Love is qualified as the primary attribute of that force, power, or influence known as God. Thus, as man makes application of love in his daily experience, he finds God in self and exercises that very God force. Our mind has a glorious purpose. It is to analyze life's experiences, see the shortcomings, see the virtues, minimize the faults, and most importantly, to magnify and glorify the virtues. Peace on earth is sprouted forth from the individual choice of being kind, not in some great deed of heroism, not in some great speech or act that may be pointed to with pride, but rather in little kindnesses from day to day. Edgar Cayce. By being with an individual, we are somehow provided with an impetus to become whole ourselves. Know that each soul constantly meets its own self. No problem may be run away from. Meet it now. Do not work yourself into a state of over-anxiety at the changes that will be found or attempt to use up the strength and vitality. Life is change. Forget not the source of your inspiration. What we think upon is that which we become. And in further measure to that same thought, he also said, what one thinks continually, they become. What one cherishes in their heart and mind, they make a part of their pulsation of their heart through their own blood cells and build in their own physical that which its spirit and soul must feed upon, and that with which it will be possessed. When it passes into the realm for which the other experiences of what it has gained here in the physical plane must be used. So much good stuff here. The life must be well-balanced life, not lopsided in any manner, to bring contentment. For on this earth we are physical, mental, and spiritual combined as one. Each and every soul will become consciously aware of the ability to communicate with the divine. So much stuff. I've got more and more pages. So much stuff. We'll just end with this one. I like this one too. So this is Edgar Cayce. It has been in his own words, and please, as I always tell you, go do your own research. If any of this resonates with you, go look him up and find out what else he said. This man is instrumental in the way that the things that we believe today, the shifted the new spirituality. Like I said, he was foundational to to the movements that we hold in high regard today. And we're going to end with this one right here. Life is always going on, becoming the next. Whether you're going forward or backward, progressing or regressing, The universe is never standing still. Boom. And that's in his own words. We're talking Edgar Cayce. This is the Inspirate channel. My name is Tony Doyle from TonyDoyleInspires.com, TDI Global Foundation, On the Rise podcast, Inspirate channel, YouTube, and Facebook. Appreciate you guys popping in. As I said before, if you have not already, please subscribe. Invite your friends to subscribe. Hit the little bell notification so we can let you know tomorrow when we upload a new video. What else? If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you love it, share it out to your friends. Like I said, please invite them to subscribe. We are on a big mission. In 2020, we want to reach some major milestones with the YouTube channel, and I can only do it with your help. So appreciate you guys from tuning in. If you did appreciate it, comment down below what you liked about the video right now. And let me know any other people or topics you would like me to cover. So for now, I'm going to leave you with peace and love. And I'm going to tell you, if you're not inspired, you're just not looking around enough, right? Find something to appreciate, something, someone, and maybe right here on the Inspirate channel. Check us out. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.